I have had this discussion with our anti-counterfeit agency. I would wish that the efforts we extend to fight counterfeit is for protecting local manufacturers. And if I'm approved for this position, I'll do everything possible to protect local manufacturers. We have to grow our manufacturing. Our current GDP contribution from manufacturing is 7.5%. This is not acceptable. And it is my endeavor to see this grow to 20%. So in doing this, we have to protect our local manufacturers. Now, does our current effort of fighting counterfeit protect local manufacturers? Yes and no. In most cases, you will find that our fight against counterfeit is for protecting holders of IP for imported goods, not for local manufacturing. I have one example where some 2 weeks ago, I got a call from a certain member of parliament about to asking for some opinion or some help, because some people, some of youth from his constituency had been arrested for selling some shoes which go by the name of Timberland, which was said to be counterfeited. And I was wondering, and I had to ask my son, because I'm not very conversant with this brand, how would I know, as a cabinet secretary nominee even, genuine Timberland, which is not manufactured here in Kenya, and imported Timberland? And I would wish that that effort, or those boys were arrested for counterfeiting butter shoes, so that we know we are protecting our butter shoe factory and the jobs which are there. So we need to look at this issue of counterfeit and ask ourselves, are we just protecting holders of IP, foreign IP, or are we protecting local industry? If it is about protecting local industry, we will do everything possible. If it is just about protecting foreign IP, this is a conversation we are going to open with holders of foreign IPs. And I'm glad that that member, without trying to influence this committee, who asked me for this help, the honorable member for Nakuru East is in this committee. So because we need to have this conversation and be able to separate, is it counterfeit or substandard? For substandard, we are going to use all efforts possible to stop substandard goods and believe in ourselves as a country. I have expressed my intention, Mr. Chair. We now have pre-shipment inspection that happens in other countries. And by the way, we do spend a lot of our money, dollars, foreign currency that we don't have, to some very young companies in China and other countries. It is my assumption that before these goods come to this country, because our pre-shipment inspection is done there, shouldn't we have inspected for counterfeit there, much as we inspect for standards here? Why do we let a container come all the way from Guangzhou in China, come here, and then when it comes here, we talk about counterfeit? I have expressed intention to open a window of pre-shipment inspection and post-shipment inspection. If you choose to have your goods inspected in China, you will have them inspected in China. Also, I'm going to open a window to have these goods inspected here, so that we can take responsibility for our own. And maybe if inspection is happening in Mombasa, that is more business for the people of Mombasa, more jobs for the people of Mombasa. Most importantly, to stop the hemorrhage of foreign currency when we send this for inspection. So we are going to look at all this, look at counterfeit within the context of doing the most important thing, protecting our local manufacturers so they can protect our jobs, and growing manufacturing to 20% of GDP by the year 2030.